Thank you for tuning in to our show, Now You're Talking with Sonia and Joy. This is Sonia Lising-Cahalan, inviting you to listen to our show every Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m. You are in for a good time, lots of laugh and high energy. We will talk about health, hot topics on current events, special guests, a touch of fashion, beauty and fitness, and much more. So please call in and join us. We want to hear from you. Be a part of this show and have a cool blast of fun and entertainment. Please call at 702-731-1230 or toll free 1-866-820-KLAV or live stream at KLAV1230am.com. Brought to you by Youngevity 90 for Life Elite Life Las Vegas team. Good evening, everybody. I am so exhausted, but so glad to be here. And I would say it was a very productive day. And I will talk to you more about it as we go along. But first, I thank you for joining us here on Now You're Talking with Sonia and Joy. This is your host, Sonia Lising-Cahalan.
And I am Joy, your co-host at KALV 1230 AM, the Talk of Las Vegas. We are broadcasting live at KLAV1230am.com. I invite you all to call us again at, just in case you didn't get the number the first time, 702-731-1230 or toll-free 866-820-5528. Or simply send us an email at nowyourtalkingshow@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Hashtag
She didn't forget
NYTS. Didn't forget it. Well, happy Saturday, everybody. Glad you can tune in. Don't touch the dial because tonight is a special night with special guests.
Yes.
You won't want to miss.
Yes.
As always, we will give you a full hour of great info, entertainment, and fun. Back to you, Sonia.
Joy, like I said, I am so exhausted because I just came from this awesome event that we have been talking about for the past month. The event where our mineral doctor, the founder of Youngevity, gave a powerful lecture on wellness. I'm telling you, Joy, everyone in that room were so fired up. Oh, they wanted to meet and greet this phenomenal doctor. It's a life-changing experience. And for those who haven't been to any of Dr. Wallach's lecture events, you're truly missing out. If you have a chance to attend one of his lectures, go. You will learn so much on how to improve your diet and how nutrition can prevent and eliminate diseases, and also learn how to add more healthy years to your life. His events are always so exciting, and he's so full of energy. He's a little, he's a nutcase, but I love him. And his energy transmits to all his audience. They wanted more. When he said that this is the last slide, it's like everybody's like, oh, they wanted to keep him, going on. It was an awesome experience to be in the same room with him.
There a lot of people?
A lot of people.
Bet.
It's like about 150 people.
Wow. And
yeah.
from all over, right?
From all over. They came from Utah. They came some California, Chula Vista, and some in Arizona and so on. They just wanted, when they found out Dr. Wallach's going to be in Las Vegas, they wanted to come and see him and meet him.
So did I. And I really apologize for not being able to make it there.
I was looking for you once again, and I said, darn it, this is like one event that I want Joy to be there, and she is not here there.
Well,
but I understand.
If you check Facebook, it says there I was stuck at an open house in North Las Vegas.
Oh, you know what? I didn't have a chance to go there. I just posted the event, but I did not, look at what's happening because I was so busy myself. I was registering people, and we were feeding people and stuff like that. So it was really. It was exhausting, but it's very, very, very good. But anyway, Joy, we are moving on to our guest for tonight. She is a friend of mine who is here in the studio with us.
And a friend of mine.
And
right.
That's right. You met her before. I'm sorry, Joy. I'm old, and when you're
that's
old,
okay. I forgive you. Old age.
And we'll
happens.
talk about her experience with Youngevity, and I wanted to hear that. Please, let's welcome Belkis Quezada.
Hey, Belkis.
Hi, thank you for having
Oh, by the way, Belkis was in the event too, so she's going to talk about that too.
It was impressive.
It was amazing,
and I learned a lot.
Yes.
I can tell just by looking at you two, you have this kind of glow. What?
Even
what
if we
was
are
that?
like
What's
exhausted.
happening?
It's just reiterates that we're you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing for your own self, your own nutrition.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
nice to hear.
Let me tell you this. I was thinking about you both while I was doing my open house.
Really, Joy?
Yes, I was.
Well, you have to be at the next one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see because he has he's booked like the whole year. The reason why we got him because there was like a cancellation. So
we got lucky.
So Ted said, "I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna take him to Las Vegas and we'll do a Super Saturday." So we did this like short notice, like 4 weeks. So we did the planning and everything, and we were so excited. Started posting on Facebook, and everybody was so excited when they heard Dr. Wallach, is a guest speaker of a Super Saturday. So we made the Super Saturday because of him.
Yeah. Well, share with me. What did you do? What did
Belkis,
you learn?
Share with Joy.
What's the what was your most aha moment today?
Honestly, I took a lot of notes because I don't retain everything. I like to go back and read. A lot of it was the big diseases. The fact that we think, a lot of diseases are genetic when really they are not.
They're not.
They're man-made, they're physician-made diseases that if you give the proper nutrition, the proper vitamins and minerals, the body will correct itself. And, like the big one, one of the ones that I have is RA, rheumatoid arthritis, which comes along with the lupus that I have. And it's all reversible. But if you go to a regular physician, they're don't tell you that. They prescribe something and they'll tell you you'll be sick for the rest of your life.
Well, what has changed? You had RA. And
let's talk about that.
What are the signs or symptoms?
I had symptoms for a very long time, and now looking back, I can see it. I didn't realize how long I've had symptoms, at least 10, 12 years. I started having I think it was maybe 2008, I started having severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms. And a lot of it I took care of. I did my research because I get on the computer, start researching, what can I do for this? And I eliminated certain things from my diet. One of the big ones was coffee, and I worked at Starbucks at that moment, which was hard to do. But I did notice a difference. So, in my background, I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I was telling you before we went on air. My grandmother passed away over 100 years old. We don't know if she was 104 or 106 because of bad record keeping, but she never saw a physician. She, she grew our vegetables in the backyard. And the only time she saw a doctor was in her 90s, like 94, 95, when she fell and broke her hip. So I saw this.
And that's the only
firsthand.
reason why she went to the doctor.
That's the only reason she went, because she had a broken bone.
Yes.
But she never, she took care of it at home with, nutrition.
Right.
And so I grew up seeing this. And my mentality is already there. I don't put 100% stock, belief in medical doctors. And when I started seeing that I had all these symptoms, for example, the rheumatoid arthritis, I started dealing with it by diet and eliminating and adding, vitamins and minerals, kind of on my own. And I went like that for a few years. I was diagnosed with lupus in 2010, early 2010, so over 3 years ago. And that was kind of a shock. But I went, they told me, they gave me 2 medications. They said, you're going to be on these for the rest of your life. I took them for about 2 months. And after those 2 months, I had done enough research to say, I'm not doing this, because there was no proof that they would cure anything. And there was a lot of side effects. One of them was blindness. They don't tell you. My physician didn't tell me these are the possible side effects. They just give you the medication and say, take these for the rest of your life. And that wasn't going to happen.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Belkis, how did you join Youngevity?
Youngevity.
Yes.
Well, Veronica, as you said, and Evelia, we went to high school together, so we're on Facebook.
Okay.
And Veronica had been doing the liver cleanse. And I had, just following her and, contacting her through other, reasons here. She lives here in Las Vegas. And I started seeing her progress. At the same time, I was having a lot of symptoms of my own. And I was getting to a point where I was getting frustrated with my body because the things I had been doing, for example, supplementing my, the way I knew how, and my diet and so forth wasn't really working as well as I needed it to work. And was talking to her, I said, you know what? I think it's time. I need to try this. It took her about 2 months. And that's the first thing I did. I did the 30-day liver cleanse, the True to Life liver cleanse.
So that's the first product
that was the first thing I did, because I knew that, it had been so long since I had done anything like that, that was where I wanted to start.
Right.
And that was amazing in itself.
So after using that product and it did amazing things to your body, so that's when you said, okay, you know what, I am going to join Youngevity. I'm not just going to be a customer, I'm going to be doing the business because it did really good for you.
Well, and I started hearing a lot of testimonies, and let me tell you, I'll give you a little bit of a picture. I used to, at this point, when I met Veronica, I was already working where I work now, which is an office. I work for the state. I sit in an office. I don't do much. And in order to get through my day, I would live off
she
of
said,
coffee.
I don't do much.
I know.
And she
Well, and
works
it's
with-
caught.
meaning she's trying to say she doesn't do much because you just sit there and work.
just sit
It's like
there.
me when I used to
I've
work
done
at
physical
DMV.
jobs, and
yes.
I like being physical.
Okay, there
That's
you go.
what
Thanks
we meant.
for
Sitting
the
in an office.
clarification, because you
Thank
never
you,
know
yeah.
who'll be listening on
Yeah,
the other
exactly.
line. What
Yeah.
department?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay.
So I would seriously have to have a Coca-Cola or a coffee throughout, like constantly, one or the other, sugar, a candy bar, or something
Wow.
to keep me going, because my energy was so low all the time. I was constantly fatigued. I tried the exercising, I would try to exercise and just be exhausted within, 20, 30 minutes. I would not ever get through an hour.
Right.
And within 3 days, by the third day of the liver cleanse, I didn't have any withdrawals. I know some people have had withdrawals, because I had one of my friends that did it had about 3 days of
What
withdrawals.
kind of withdrawals do they?
I didn't have headaches or
headache.
body aches. Some people do that when they're detoxing. I didn't have anything. All of a sudden, it was like somebody flipped the switch on me, and I was on, and I was just energized. And I did the 30 days, and one of the side effects is you lose weight, which was amazing.
Okay, wait a minute. When you're on that detox, liver detox,
Liver detox.
do you have like a regimen to follow?
You do follow a regimen, and there's a reason for it. You don't want to expel all the toxins and then put them right back in. You want to give your body time to finish expelling whatever's left, and
Right.
to kind of adjust to being healthy. And it's amazing, because once you get all the junk out of your system, you don't really crave it anymore. So it helps long term. It's not just for that amount of the 30 days or whatever.
Oh, so the
It
symptom
keeps
is
going.
it's like drinking the healthy pack, the BTT, OsteoFX, and all that, and then you don't have cravings.
You don't
for
crave
any-
anymore, and
you
that's
don't
true.
crave. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't crave.
I went to the Healthy Start Pack after the
detox.
and you don't crave anything. I really don't, and I'm telling you, I lived off of Coca-Cola, and
Wow.
Who doesn't?
I did for a very long time, and coffee. Everybody knew. I had a coffee mug that was a Coke, symbols around it. My daughter laughed so hard at me
Oh, my
because
goodness.
those were my two things, and now I don't do either at all. And
Good for you.
and I found out, through Youngevity, I've learned a lot. They give all the support, Sonia,
right, yeah.
all the calls, and I'm one of those people that collects information, and I will, learn all this information.
Right.
So I it's in my head if somebody ever needs it.
So like today, you learned a lot more than
More.
you already knew.
Yeah, but I'm on the
So-
calls 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Oh, so you hear
So
this
I get off
things.
work. There's a call at 5 o'clock. I'm
And
driving
you're
home with
there.
my headset on.
Wow.
Because there's always some new information that I need to
All right.
Right.
take
Well,
in.
you know what? This is the second time I've met you. Or, yes, I've met and seen you. And from it's been, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
And I see a difference. You've lost more weight.
I have.
From the
It
last
is
time you saw
very
her?
impressive.
Yeah,
from the
it's-
last time.
It just keeps going.
From how much weight did you lose? How many
It's funny
pounds?
because pound wise, it's not very much. I think from before I started the detox till now, maybe 25 pounds.
That's a lot.
Okay,
But
we'll get back with that. Okay, we will be
Okay.
talking to Belkis when after this break.